Hello everyone, I'm Xuan Ky Automations. Today I intend to do a project of Siemens IOT 2051. So have you ever worked with Raspberry PI? Raspberry PI 5. Actually, IoT 2051 is similar with the Raspberry Pi. However, Raspberry Pi is not designed for working in industrial environments, because working in an industrial environment they require so much there's much more effect of the environment to the controller. So the design of Raspberry Pi is fit for in the office or in the cooling areas. It's not designed for in industrial environments. So Siemens Industry has designed two IoT gateway, that is 2040 and 2050. So this is very good gateway that we can generate or convert to normal system into IoT device. Example, you have 2000 PLC will send data to gateway via IoT gateway, and from IoT gateway we can send data to MQTT broker, or then we can take data to display or monitoring or controlling over network. So because it's IoT protocol like MQTT, so we can use this to operate over Python or web server or a website, anything. Yeah, we can use this. So now, don't want to waste your time. I will make a video to show you how to start up when you first buy this IoT gateway, and how to start it, and how to configurations the network on started software. Okay, let me start it. Okay, let me put my camera to my devices so it is easy to see the configuration. As you know that IoT 2050, we have two ports over here. One is used for SD cards, another one used for SIM cards. See the lock here, SD card, micro SD cards, and other SIM cards. So with SIM card, I don't use it in this project. I only use SD card to install my operation system for IoT gateway. So the first time when we buy it, we don't have anything. So we should buy one more SD card from example from 16 gigabyte to or 32 gigabyte. Okay, and then you have the USB card readers, and put it into your USB card reader. From now, you need to flash the operation system to SD cards in IoT. Sorry. IoT is like will automatic boost operation system in from Microsoft from micro SD card. So what I'm doing now, I will plug this micro SD card USB to my computer, and I flash software operation system for this one. Yeah. Okay. Now, okay. Okay, now I need to use to open this Siemens IoT. We need to go to the link below, the IoT gateway software. So when you enter IoT gateway download website from Siemens, actually if you want to download some data from Siemens, you need to create username and password from Siemens. For that, you can download the software easily. You can see from here IoT 2040 and 2050. Our device is 2050, and we need the image. Remember that before the design, because this IoT design 2022, so the version of firmware version is very small, so you cannot install version 1.3.1. So you need to download. First time you need to download image from version 1.1 over here. So first time I download this, I need to enter my Siemens account. Okay. After login Siemens account, sign in Siemens account, I can download the software from Siemens easily. Yeah. So okay, the data is still downloading. So you wait. I don't want to wait your times. So let's we go to the software. What tool we need uh, for installing. 1 second. I need to open IoT. Actually, I have already here how to install firmware. I have create everything from here. First time we download this image, and then we use USB micro SD card reader, and then you use Win32 and make it bigger. Okay, Win32 this image. We can use image this or another software. We can use this. Okay, real first, or you can use Win32 disk managers, but I already installed both of them in my computers. So after downloading complete, see, and you open download site, and it track this into image folder. After that, you can see two other file, image file over here, about 2.2 gigabyte. Remember your SD card size is about SD card size 16 gigabyte, so it's no problem with this. So about 8 to 32 gigabyte is acceptable. So after that, I will open Win32. I have already put this, my Win32. Okay. After that, you remember choose the proper SD drive. You can see from here SD card drive, Z drive. So select Z drive. Be careful with this. If you select wrong at this, it will clear everything from your memory. So select download in the image. After, what you do is just click right and yes, and waiting until download and complete. So data image will be flashed into, or it will be copy or flashes into your SD card. So after that, we can boost connect SD card into into IoT gateway. Come back to the screen. Okay. We wait for the download complete. During waiting the download complete, we can open the connectors and prepare for plug the card and start it up. Start on this. Sorry. Yeah, be careful if you try to stretch the way it's broken the caps. So I already prepared 24 volt DC from S7-1200. So we can plug the SD card to this when download complete. Let me see. 50%. Okay. Remember, you should power off the IoT device before you connect the SD cards. Otherwise, broken SD cards. If you already work with Raspberry PI, you can see IoT gateway is almost the same with using on Raspberry PI 5 here, because it's the same operating system. And for IoT gateway, we can use the Node-RED. Node-RED is like open source operation system running on Node.js. So there's so many communities like a library. So for Siemens or another PLC, Siemens PLCs to read data and like send data to MQTT broker. From that broker, we can for any other place, many place. When the data is sending to MQTT broker, it become like a universal data. So you can take the data anywhere all over the world on the internet. Okay. Okay. Now image is already write successful. I need to close this assist, and after that I do log out SD card. Remember, log out SD card safely. Waiting step to remove SD cards. Okay. When SD cards are removed, remember disconnect SD card from USB, and then you plug it inside your IoT gateway. Be careful with this. So when you put it inside, if you put wrong side, you don't press it strong. Put it easily. If you put wrong side, you can turn it another side. Okay. And when you press it inside, you can hear the small sounds. So it is look good already. So put it cover back to secure this. And after that, you turn the gateway, put it inside location. Remember, there are some indicator over here. The first indicator is the power supply, and second indicator indicate if the software inside SD card is already installed and it's correct. If the start indicator red, it means that the SD card is not installed, or the operating system in SD card is not installed properly. Or when the start flashing, green flashing, this one, green flashing is already installed properly. So let me start. And oh, we need to power on first. We need to power on. Okay, I already power on, waiting for starting up. And remember, there are two ports over here. We don't know, according to the Siemens documentation, with the firmware 1.1 or 1.1, the port number 1 is IP address setting 168.192 201. So after, you see, after installation SD card starts the power on, you see the indicators of the start is flashing green. This means that operation system installed properly. And then we start. Now we can start this. Next video I will demonstrate how data from S7-1200 and send data to gateway, and from gateway send data to web server over MQTT broker. So we can start this now. Let me open the computers again, and then CMD, and then we try to remember set up because this IP address is already configured from Siemens that already set up. So we need to set up network setup. So, okay, now go to Ethernet. You connect this cable. Another side you connect to your computers. One side connect to computers. Wait. Ethernet cable from one side connect to the gateway. Another side connect directly to PC behind. See the PC. Okay. So actually, from PC we need to set IP address, static IP address. So it's the same laser with IoT gateway. So chain adapter option, and then go to Ethernet. Double click Ethernet. Sorry. So and then click properties, and then go to IPv4. Okay, TCP/IP IPv4, and then click properties. At that time you need to set up a static IP address, the same laser with different the last number. See, Siemens IoT gateways default IP address is 192.168.201. So your PC should the same lasers, but the difference last digits of the IP address. And after that, click OK. You can see the IoT gateway and your PC already connect in the same LAN network. So from now you can try to ping IP address of IoT gateway. You can see they see each other already. So you send for package data and receive for package lot 0. So it means that the communication between PC and IoT gateway is successful. And now you put this software. This is like you know, like when you use the Linux, you can understand a terminal to access devices over the communication. So okay, I type IP address of IoT gateway. Same when you work on when you work on Raspberry PI 192.168.200 sorry. See, 192.168.201 and click OK. And after that you see the communication successful. We use port 22, accept the connections, and remember the default username and password is root, same username and password, and root, yeah, the same. So you already log into the IoT gateways. Now the first login they require to change the password. So you need to change the password according to your requirement. I will change my password. Sorry, we need to enter the default password first. So 192.168.168.201 and log in account root. Okay, now you need to change the username and password, and change the password only. They say what is your current password, so you need to enter your current password, and new password is, okay, enter new password again. Okay, is it almost the same like when you work on Raspberry PI 5, same like this. Okay, new password already successful login. Now you are already successful install operation system for IoT gateway. And next time you need to check the network conditions. Actually, we don't need that much, but we can use, according to my document I write by myself. Uh, I want to figure out one again. This step is very important because we connect Ethernet cable to your computer from IoT gateway, the same network laser. So default password of Siemens 192.168.201. So your PC 192.168.230 or any other last digits. So try to ping IP address, and now I think we can check the network condition. We can use this NM2 to check network. NM2, this is like a disconnection. Here you can see the default network. It is why because we have only connected only one Ethernet cable. Now I try to connect another connection from here. I connect to my local area network of my house. I connect, let's see, I connect, let me check another side. Okay, I already connect the blue cable. This is connected to my local network, but this one connect to the PC for configurations. So let me check the configuration of this. Here white connections. Let me check. So we need to use tab to, so, and then go to bikes. Okay, activate connection, and you can connection number 2, wireless connection deactivated. Okay, wireless connection already connect. So from here, let me see. Next video I will show you how to access remote by remote computer to display the desktop of IoT gateway. This step I will show you how to upgrade firmware only, so we can confirm the connection is okay. Okay. So now we can confirm the configuration of now we can download a firmware to upgrade the firmware for IoT gateways. I will, send the document to my YouTube channel so you can see and use this for learning. Okay, now you need to upgrade firmware. Firmware address we can download over here. let me firmware, wait, firmware, yeah. Because according to the recommendation of Siemens, the IoT gateway, the version 1.1 or smaller than that need to upgrade to 1.3.1. It's 1.3.1. So we need to download the firmware here. Firmware here. According to my device, I use F01 IoT 250. So I will need the firmware update 1.3.1. So I need to download this firmware. So how to install firmware documentation from Siemens already available over here. What you do is just download everything from here, two of the file, and then learn how to install firmware. Let me see. I already downloaded firmware into IoT firmware 1.3 firmware update here. So firmware update you need a software like this, Win SCP, and firmware over here. So what I'm doing is now I need to follow the procedures to update firmware. Yeah. Follow the procedures. Okay. I will upload all documentation to my YouTube channel so people can read how to update firmware. Now what you do is open WinCP here, CP, and after that your IP address and edit connections. Password should be is it new password save. Oh, it doesn't save the passwords. Okay, update passwords. Okay, now you already log in the first one is your PC, and second screen is your IoT gateway. So what you see from the documentation they show, you need to send the document from here, drag and drop to your IoT gateway. Yeah, when doing like this, you select both of them at the same time and drag and drop it to, and then click OK. And your data already sent to IoT gateways, and we continue follow the instruction from Siemens. And oh, data already. So what we do just only reset IoT. Install firmware updates tool. In order to update firmware IoT, latest version updates tool need to install. So actually we don't need the firmware update anymore, but now we try to update 3.3 1.3. Let me restart. Let's try to stop. Okay, now I already transfer data from PC to IoT gateways. Now I try to change the firmware, change the operation system to IoT gateway. Let's see what happened with this. we need to isolate this power. Sudo, yes, let me see from here. Yeah, I will shut down by commands. Sudo shut down it and now. It's similar with using on using on Raspberry PI. So when you stop, shut down this, you can see the indicators flash red. See, so now you can disconnect the powers. When you disconnect the powers and try to remove SD cards again. Firmware update. See, because here they don't recommend to change. Now firmware can be updated automatically. I will try to restart it again and see what happened first. This is the first time I'm doing this, but I like to share everybody's the first time doing this, so we can easy to understand and sharing knowledge during troubleshooting. So what I'm doing is I use here. So established. Okay. Last time we already connect to Y. See, one Y connected to my PCs with IP address 192.168.201. That is a default password from Siemens. Another is like IP DS connection. Yeah, LAN connection is connected to my network. It's a DHCP, so we can see the IP address in my modem. What I'm doing, open log into my modem, and we can see Y connections, and then you can see IoT 2050. It's the IP address of my modem. So 192.168 8.68. Okay. So what I'm doing now, I can try to log in PuTTY by two way. First one is log into the permanent connections of 192.168.201, and see, you can see you can log in accounts, log in at root, and password is okay. So you can successfully log in with this IP address. We already successful with the yellow cable. See, login account, remote access by the this cable. So now I need to stop the putty and then log in another the blue connections. So what I'm doing is now I run putties again, and I need to type IP address of my network. So check network IP address, 868. So 192.168.8.68. Is this correct? Double check again. 868, and then click open. So now we already access the remotely over blue cable. Let me see. Okay, I will type the IP address of login root accounts and passwords. Okay, successful login account. So now we already successful configuration to remote access both default get connection or another blue connection from LAN network of my home. Okay, so we try to continue the update firmware. So what we do is just check FW's firmware versions. So we copy and paste only. See, it's firmware version 2019. This firmware version very old, right? Yeah. So firmware update already installed. See, file already installed. After installing firmware, we can going down to update firmware. You follow the procedures properly. So you have firmware 2019. It's very old firmware. So now we need to update this. Okay, enter. This is IoT firmware update 8. Argument firmware cannot find. Firmware updates. PZ, PKZs, please. V1.3.1. Enter. Now remind device. Yes. Firmware updates. Yes. Now IoT firmware will automatic update. You can see here. IoT firmware to automatic update. Reversible variable confirm yes. Completely reboot device yes. Okay. Now your device will automatically reboot. Start connection will be postponed. So now you try CMD. And see, okay. IoT gateway already restarts. Successful. Okay, now complete. Complete updates firmware to version 1.3.1. So now what we do next? What we do next? We need to shut down the IoT gateway, and then we check update firmware version putties. Connection is not established. Take some time for restarting. Bà đang làm này. Đợi bà xíu. Bà đang làm. Bà biết là bà làm chưa? Why connections? IP address change to 69. Okay, log in with root password. Check firmware version and see whether it updated or not. Firmware. Let's see over here. Firmware versions. check firmware print versions, and then you can put these. Now the firmware version 2022 update from 2019 to 2022. Okay, successful. Now we can shut down IoT gateway. Okay. So then nothing's indicate. So what I'm doing is just disconnect. Okay, now I need to disconnect the powers. I will disconnect the MC again. Disconnects. And then we plug into your drive and plug in your computers.
Papa, ba đang học bài thi hả?
Đúng rồi, ba đang học bài thi nha. Anh và ba nói chuyện còn sau nha. So Win32 managers. Now we need to install version, upgrade version IoT firmware 1.3.1. Okay. Now we use a new image and then select Z drive. Double check again. Sorry. Z drive USB. So what I'm doing is now I will write image.
Bơi, ba, con lấy thì tao lau bụi.
Để bạn lấy giùm con nhé. Để bác làm cái này.
Bơi, bơi là cái chân nè.
Con gác lên đó cho ba, gác lên đó cho ba cái. Ba đang làm việc mà con gác làm từ đây cho ba. Làm từ để đây cho ba nhé.
Không đâu. Đâu rồi con.
chừng rớt không? Coi chừng rớt nè. Nè, thịt canh rau đủ thứ cứ kêu không có không à. Bạn đi không có nhìn gì hết trơn á, con nó có cái tật kỳ ghê. Ăn là ăn thôi chứ còn. Nè rớt cơm nè. Gì đây mẹ bếp cho, sao mẹ bếp cho nó gọn. Mẹ bếp cho gọn cơm. Cơm nó trải rớt nè, mẹ bếp cho nó gọn. Bỏ đây nè. Sao vậy cái gì cũng vô bụng mình, mẹ đã lấy bao nhiêu lặng bấy nhiêu không có lựa. Đó đầy nè. Con ăn nhai cho xong đi đã. Không bỏ vô miệng. Đó thấy không? Đầy nha. Còn đó muỗng ha. Nhai đi kỹ nha.
Wow, this firmware is starting very fast. Log into Wi-Fi modem and 69 IP address, so then you can ping.
Đóng cửa lại con gió thổi. Xuống. Lạnh bụng kìa, kéo xuống.
Okay, successful communications of both. So we confirm that the configuration of two port is successful in communications. So we can try put these and log in. Okay, accept. We already update new version root, and that is the root account. Changing passwords before current password root. Okay, now we successful. So now we already successful to update. Now we already update firmware. It's not and
Tôi làm như vậy. Con được thả như vậy bể tôi. Rồi cấp giùm con chứ con không được thả gì. Là như là cái bình nhựa vậy.